Happy TGIF and happy Friday, Chicago Cubbies baseball fans. Unfortunately, oh man, I don't know if I could ever think I would ever say this again. And believe me, Cubs fans, believe me, I'm wearing my ring. No Cubs baseball today. We're going to get into that in just a little bit, but it is a Friday, so happy Friday. Hope all you guys are having an awesome week so far and an awesome Friday. Kids, the weekend's here. You should be excited and happy and not stressing about school, although I would highly recommend you don't fail your classes. So, enjoy the weekend, but get your work done. Welcome back to the channel one of Cubs Baseball with Rye Knipe. And, it's kind of odd. All right, let's back up, all right? 2 days ago was Hump Day. And 2 days ago, the Cubs had a day off. They played their only night game at beautiful Slum Park last night against Kansas City Royals. And, hey, today they were scheduled to reunite with the Battle of Chicago. The Cubs were supposed to take on the second team in Chicago, the White Sox. And, man, spring training in Arizona is, going to be sunny, beautiful, comfortable, lovely, memorable, magical, all those things. And it got canceled. No, you don't need to turn your volume up. You don't need to adjust the antenna. You don't need to look. I'm dead serious. The Chicago Cubs versus the Chicago White Sox, that was scheduled to happen at Camelback Ranch, today canceled. So let me, on behalf of the Chicago Cubs, and yes, I said on behalf of the Chicago Cubs, I sincerely apologize. No Cubs baseball, no highlights, no news. No news? Oh, come on. We got news. 1 week. 1 week from tonight. 1 week from today. Next Friday. The Cubs will have an exhibition game inside the Tokyo Dome. So I guess the good news is actually that the Cubs will play an exhibition game 1 week from tonight, and that will be all the way on the other side of the world inside the Tokyo Dome. The Cubs have actually played in the Tokyo Dome before, although it has been a long time. Literally, the last time the Chicago Cubs played a game in the Tokyo Dome, Sammy Sosa was a player on the Chicago Cubs. So it's been a while. And you know what? Next Friday night at 11 o'clock Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern, it will be the Chicago Cubs taking on the Hanshin Tigers. And that is game one of a 2 exhibition game for the Cubs. Now, I want you to know a little thing about the Cubs. Matt Shaw will go to Japan with the Cubbies. Nico Hoerner will not. That's tough, man. But the Chicago Cubs believe that Nico Hoerner will be ready for opening day come March 27th. So Nico Hoerner will not play on opening day in the Tokyo Dome. But he is scheduled to be ready for opening day 2.0 for the Cubs. And opening day 2.0 for the Cubs takes place on Thursday, March 27th from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. And that's good. What else can I say? You know what, guys? I want to address one thing, okay? Number one, you're not the only one. I mean, to find out, literally, we were supposed to have Cubs, White Sox today, and it didn't happen due to the weather. And you know what? I will not lie. I never in a billion years thought coming into 2025 Chicago Cubs spring training, I would have to say the Cubs got canceled. And it's kind of odd. It feels really weird saying the Cubs got canceled. Let me explain. Last night, there was actually heavy, and I mean heavy rain in the Cactus State of Arizona. That is why every single MLB Cactus League game today or tonight, boom, canceled, out the window, see you later. Hopefully, that does not happen again. The good news is, though, you want to know what the good news about the Cubs getting canceled was? There is something really good about it. The Cubs did not lose. Think about it. Game didn't happen, canceled. And there's a lot of language I would use that I can't use because I'll get fired. But the Cubs didn't lose. So if you want to look on the bright side about the Cubs getting canceled today, the Cubs did not lose. And, I know that you people are going to tell me that, how could you say that? Because the Cubs got canceled due to rain. But think about it. If in the regular season, when a game gets postponed, did you lose on that day? No, you didn't. You didn't win. I get it. But you didn't lose. So I guess the only positive outcome, and maybe this is another positive, is at least the game was not at Sloan Park. But I would rather see the Cubs play on the road. I mean, the Cubs were at Camelback Ridge. We could have seen Tap Your Head Challenge happen. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that. But, Cubs, I don't really have a whole lot to say about them getting canceled because I'm not the reason they got canceled. But you know what? I know a lot of people are already telling me blame the weather. Why don't we blame Rob Manfred? You can't blame the weather. Unfortunately, we can't blame the weather. But can we blame the commissioner? Think about it. If you want someone to blame, don't blame the weather, blame Rob Manfred. And if Rob Manfred's watching this, I could care less. But think about it. Cubs didn't lose. 1 week from today or 1 week from tonight. Yeah, a week from tonight, the Cubs are in Japan playing an exhibition game. So let me just say this, okay? The Cubs getting canceled is not exactly the worst thing. Because I'm not trying to make you guys feel better. I'm just stating a fact. The Cubs got canceled and they still didn't lose. And it doesn't matter what people say. Because Friday, March 7th, 2025, the Cubs got canceled, but they didn't lose. There you go. So, what? I got to be honest, you got to look at it like that. If there's any positive about a game getting canceled in spring training, it is that there. But you know what? It's same for the White Sox too. They didn't lose. So, But you know what, guys? I don't really, I can't, it's tough. All right. But the Cubs didn't lose. Just realize that. The Cubs did not lose. They didn't. So, there you go. All right, Cubs Nation. You know what? It pains me to actually say the Cubs got canceled. But the Cubs did not lose. They did not lose. And that's something we could look at. So, all right. All right, guys. Happy Friday, Cub fans. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah. 1 week from tonight or today, the Cubs play an exhibition game in Japan. So, it's going to be great. I do have I have a question for you, Cub Nation, but I'll ask that question in tomorrow's episode. So have a great rest of your Friday night and a safe rest of your Friday night. And tomorrow I will have a question for you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and as always, go Cubs go.